just about ready to roll. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. And we're underway here in the home opener.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Fouls one off. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now the count filled up 3-2. Ripped to short. On to first. One out in the top of the first. The next pitch misses, and 1-1. South side of Chicago just getting started here.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Inside, ball one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
On the ground to the left. Over to Edman. Double play.
Oh, he's out.
What a clean killing to end the inning. Chase Maedroff steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ball upstairs.
Bregman fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Suzuki settles under this one, and there's two down. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that misses. And that's ball one. Bregman handles. That ends the frame. The Windy City Showdown continues now. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch.
Inside, ball.
And that one is downstairs, and the count is 2-0. In the air, left field, a Rosarena on his horse.
No, foul
Can't
ball.
get there. This one lands foul. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ball.
No score here in the second. Sliced hard but foul. cut on and miss. Struck him out, and now one away. One out man at first. Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit.
Ball, that's out.
And he swings through that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Arozarena after it. Makes the grab. The throw in.
Ball.
Bush leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball.
On the ground out to short. Meidroth gets it to first, and they get Bregman for the out. Back here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a man aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ball. Down.
On the corner for a strike. And there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Edgar Carroll in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Suzuki running hard for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Dansby Swanson stands in. This one in the air center field. Acuna takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, left fielder Ian Happ.
Outside low. Ball 1. Happ, a first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati in 2015. Here's a 1-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong now. His dad, Matt, grew up a huge Cubs fan and passed that fandom along to PCA. When Pete was a young kid, he'd either have his dad take him out back to play baseball, or he'd put him in front of the TV and watch the Kerry Wood 20 strikeout game from 1998.
Nope.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown.
And that is that. Here on the south side as we go to the last of the third. Brayton Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Yeah.
Swing and a ground ball. He gets there with the slide, and they get the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Fouled off down the right side. Happ gets under it. 2 away. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Chase Meidroth now at the plate.
Chase Meidroth.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's Nico Hoerner. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
What do you got?
Swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
And obviously a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
The 2-2. Hoerner on the go. Out towards right center field. Caught, and the runner's dangerously far from first. And they got him. Great defensive awareness there. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
Hey.
On the ground.
Foul.
And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him. Back at right field. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
1 up, 1 down.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Go ahead run on base. Munetaka Murakami, the next to hit. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Hey.
1 away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. He's got it. Now a long throw to first. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. And ball
That's
one.
inside.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 0-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Towards first. Murakami steps on the bag, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Inside, ball one.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the fifth. Next offer in there for a strike. That's strike one.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Randy Arozarena steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run homer. Here's the catcher, Edgar Carroll. That's in there. Strike one. Here's a nugget. When Imanaga was announced at his introductory press conference, he charmed the local fans and media by memorizing the words to Go Cubs Go. I asked Imanaga if there was one other song that he could learn in English, what would it be? And he said, A Whole New World, the theme to Aladdin. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Now batting, right fielder, number 24.
This to third. Throw to first in time. And up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna.
Center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first. Not in time. Infield hit. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. The lefty, the 1-0. And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Here goes the runner. And a foul ball. Runner goes again. And that will end the inning. 6 in half up to hit. Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Arozarena towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Sean Newcomb gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Newcomb goes 6 feet 5 inches, 255 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Out to short. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run blast. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Now the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Here on the south side, bottom of the 6th.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Reaching down and makes the grab. Miguel Vargas will hit next. 1 for 2.
Hey.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope, that's inside.
Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him swinging. That's the second out.
For the White Sox, first baseman, Murakami.
Nice grab. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. Back at right field. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Grant Taylor.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Hey.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Ball, inside.
Check swing, went around, and it's 2-1. Liner snagged at first. Dives for the bag, got him. Double play. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what,
nope,
you're going to try to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to first. That is the inning. Back here on the south side, set for the last half of the seventh. Randy Arozarena steps to the plate for the White Sox. And it stays fair. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 0-2. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Another homer. His second home run. The game. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Phil Maton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Coming on his half, he's there to make the catch. So up next for Chicago, Braden Montgomery. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-0. 2 runs across in the inning. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it, and there are 2 outs. Trying to bunt his way on, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-2.
That's a ball.
Good eye
Ball
right
2.
there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Puts a bunt down. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Ball, that's in.
Hit on the ground to short. Mydroth tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Arozarena takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the order now. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this form. Tyler Gilbert will take over here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hard hit left side. throws to first in time, and that's the inning. Here on the south side, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Meidroth. White Sox making a move for a pinch hitter. Brendan Donovan. They turn things over to the southpaw, Caleb Thielbar.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Happ takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
That ball's foul.
Swings and misses, and there's two away. This one popped up. Horner settles under it. And that's the third out. Back at right field. All set to start the ninth in this one. Out to short. Donovan. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. That is upstairs for ball one. That's hard hit on the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. First and second, one out. Greg Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Michael Conforto. He represents the go-ahead run.
That's just out.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The White Sox trying to close out a two-run lead here at the top of the ninth.
That's
Good
ball
spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Cubbies with only one out left. Two aboard, 2 outs. Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. Ripped on the ground to second, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boo. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.